change 625 thousandths, that with the th, into a fraction reduced to lowest terms. Again, we're going to change 625 thousandths, sometimes we like to call that 0.625 or 0.625, into a fraction reduced to lowest terms. That's a mouthful. All right, let's see what's going on with this one. These are conversions, and folks, the conversions of 6 and 2 and 5 there, that 0.625 or 625 thousandths, let's do just what it says. Let's write it as a fraction. So we're going to put that's over 1,000, all right? It's divided, it's basically 625 divided by 1,000. Mouthful, like I say. Now, what we're going to need to do, what we want to do is to work on reducing that to the lowest terms. And some of you are going, oh, Ernie, those are big numbers. They are. But you know what? There's some hints looking at me and looking at you too out there, ladies and gentlemen. I see 5 and 0. That tells me I'm going to start tackling this thing by dividing both numerator and denominator by 5. That's going to make the number quite a bit smaller. Both of them. I mean, you got to do it by both. You can't just do it to one or the other. So there's got to be a 5 up there in the top. I thought for a minute I had disappearing ink. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take 625 divided by 5. Echoes evenly. Remember, because it ends with a 5, it has to go in there evenly. And actually, it's going to give us 125 when we divide that out. Already, it's looking better, all right? And we're going to divide 5 into 1,000. 5 into 10 goes 2 times. Bring along the zeros for the ride. Hey, this looks familiar. We got a 5 and a 0 once again, all right? So what we're going to do, we're going to take and divide by 5 one more time. Give you a hint, we may have to do it again, all right? We've got 125 divided by 5, which is going to give us, wow, what is it going to give us? I believe it's going to give us 25, all right? And now we are down to 5 into 20 goes 4. We have a 0 to hang on, so 5 divided into 200 give us a 40. This still look like we can reduce. Let me bring that back over here a second. So you've got 25 divided by 40. I believe 5 one more time. How about that? Some of you probably said, you know, Ernie, I used, well, we'll ask what you used here in just a minute. Let's see, we're going to divide by 5 and divide by 5 both places. That's going to give me a 5 in the denumerator, yes, and in the denominator we're going to have 8. I think that's as low as it wants to go, 5/8, all right? Now, some of you probably said, Ernie, I divided by 5 times 5 times 5. I had 125 right off the bat. Awesome. More power to you. I wanted us to look at the 5s, and yes, we could have done that. You could also divide by 25 in there. Now, the check, let's check real quickly. Does it get back to 625 thousandths if we run a calculator? I love to use the calculator. Let's go do it real quick here. We're going to take 5 divided by 8. Now, folks, be sure you get that in the right order when you use that calculator. It is 5 divided by 8. See how that fraction looks? And that's, by the way, fraction means divide. And what do we get? We've got it, 625 thousandths, and that checks out beautifully.
For more math help, visit TNLearn.org.